Alright, welcome back to another video. This one, what I'm going to do is try to repair these headlights here. I did a little bit of it in a different one with W40 just to kind of clean them up some, but it was a temporary fix. What I'm going to be using is some sandpaper I got. Something to clean it with. And then some rubbing compound. So first I'm going to start off by just washing it. And I'm not going to film every step of the way here because I'm not going to film the whole thing. I film different steps. But the whole thing to get it would take a very long video. So I'll go ahead and wash it, and I'll be back when I get the first bit of the sanding done. To start the process, it needs to be wet sanded, the best result. So I'm going to use this 80 grit to start off, and a spray bottle with just water to keep it wet. And so I'll be back when I finish this step. You can see on the paper here the yellow, that's all off of the light. If you watch here, you can see it running down. I think you can. I can't see. I don't hope it transfers over. What you really want is you want it to be all scarred up. You can feel it. And a little bit more here, and I'll be ready for the next step. So I'll return. Now I'm going to move on to another one. The little bit smoother sandpaper. So this is, you see that's kind of foggy looking there. And the next one we're going to use is probably, so jump to the 80 grit, or no, sorry, the 180 grit. So a little smoother. It helps make those cuts and scrapes a little bit smaller to be easier to make the final process easier. As you can see here, it's kind of opaque and foggy, and what you're wanting is to be relatively the same hazy look all over for to really look right when you're finished. As you can see over here on this one, it's not as bad, so I won't have to use the 80 grit on that one, because this one here was a lot worse. So that's why I chose 80 grit to start on that one. You can see here, this is all off of that headlight, all that coloration, and same here. But next we're going to go to, that was the 180, so I'm going to go up to 400, which is really not that coarse at all. And that might be the last one we had to do. This kit did, this set did come with up to 1500, which is polishing. So I might use that one too. This is not necessarily made for this kit for the headlights. It's just sanding paper, which was, it was cheaper getting it like this than each individual one. So if you buy the kit, so 3M, I believe it only comes with 3 grades of sandpaper. I don't remember what they are, but so yeah, let's get back to it. So here we are after the 400 grit. You start to see it's started looking more of a clearer now than it was, but it'll look better now when I'm done. But it's important that you always want to make sure you spray the light between sanding, and every once in a while you want to stop and sand and spray it off again to get it wet. It's best to spray the sandpaper and the light. It makes it easier, you know. So I'll be back in a moment with more. Before I continue on here, I just want to say that these, even though they're nasty now, they are reusable. You just got to wipe them off or spray them down with some water to come right off of them. So and head back over and hit it with a final one, which is going to be the 15. And I'll see you back when I'm finished with this one. Alright, now you can see it is completely, it's pretty much one even film over it. It's nice and smooth. So now I'm going to apply the scratch, the rubbing compound, I guess you could say. I've used it before on other cars that I've had, and it's worked quite well. So I'm gonna go ahead and buff this on, and I'll show you the aftermath of it. And just a disclaimer, it's not gonna be a perfect job, you know, because you know it could do better, but all in all, it's gonna be a night and day difference from what it was before I started. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. So I'll come back on in a minute and show you what it looks like after it's completely on there and stuff. So see you soon. Okay, so after sanding on this for quite a while and using the compound on it, you can see it's still, yes, I think it's a little better than it started out with, but it still has a hazy look to it, and that's just where it's so scratched up still. That's after a while working at it. This one's similar. If you come over to this one, these come out quite clear, and these have no scrubbing or anything on them to an extent. Instead of a traditional way of doing it, I use these on this side with the applicator sponge that came with it, and they came out quite a bit better, I think, than the other side. This just shows how parts come. So yeah, I'm gonna get them. My mother, the owner of the vehicle, and see which one she likes better. Probably the one on the driver's side, and if so, I'll try to use them on over here to make it look as good too. So I'll be back. Alright, so here they are, the finished product. These are, I don't know if I should have said this already, these are sanded down by hand and put the scratch stuff on them. These over here, we're done with forgot the name of stuff. It's actual Headlight Restoration stuff with no sanding or anything involved. So I got it done before the weather and stuff rolls in. And a word of note, I learned a lesson on this side here. Do not, if you're sanding it by hand with sandpaper, don't use 80 grit, which is too coarse. So it's better to start with something like 400, somewhere in that range. So yeah, anyway, that's gonna do it for this upload. Thanks for watching, and have a blessed day. Oh, and if you're in the southeast or southeastern United States, be safe with the storm. I know it's mostly going to be toward the Alabama region, but still, it can't be too safe, right? Until next time.